Okay, here goes. Kids did it in business. This is an informational article that you might find in a magazine. Now, informational articles gives factual information that interests readers. A profile. A profile is a short written sketch of a person. And that's what I'm going to be reading, the profiles of different kids. In this selection, 4 children and the businesses that they created a profile. Now, the children in this article, they are real. Their stories are true. So let's think about businesses that you or your friends could start, something that you're really good in, and thinking about what will you charge for those, for your services. Anna and her mother, remember Adam trades his services for something. We're going to be to read about Adam. The other children in this article are like Pablito. They sell their goods and services for money. Each of the children had to decide what they would do with their money. So think about the stories of these 4 students, the 4 children, I'm sorry, and their savings and some ideas that you might have that might like spark an interest on what you might want to do. Kids Did It in Business by Judith E. Reinert. Okay, the first person that I'm going to be reading about is Adam Baratz, who is 10 years old, the bug buster. Is something bugging your computer? Meet Adam Baratz. Bugs are his business, computer bugs, that is. For years, Adam, who lives in Newton, Massachusetts, has been catching these pesky bugs, mistakes, or glitches in computer software programs that can make computers malfunction. Just like my computer malfunctioned yesterday. Also, Kylie mentioned something earlier this morning about her system going out. Javon had an issue today. I spoke with his mom later about his computer kept going off, kept shutting down. Now, a computer user since he was 2 years old, Adam found his first bug at age 5. Wow, Adam. Today, he tests software programs for big companies such as Microsoft. Program testers like Adam are called beta testers. Beta testers. They try out beta or second versions of new programs. The third version is released to the public. Companies use thousands of beta testers, but Adam, who started testing it when he was 8, may be the youngest. Wow. How does Adam test for bugs? I play around with the program to see what it can do, he says. I feel like a detective. You have to work hard to track down bugs or they can really mess up your computer. Adam gets paid for his skills with free copies of the programs. The best part is that I get to look at the programs before anyone else, he says. Adam has also written newspaper columns reviewing educational software for kids. Adam enjoys his job. It's fun. He says, I just really like computers. Here's Adam getting rid of the bugs. Okay. Okay, the next person is fashioning a success. Some of us like to do fashion dolls and change their outfits and all of those kinds of things or create paintings. Ebony Hood, 18. Minding her own business is fun and profitable for Ebony Hood of Washington, D.C. She started her own business selling fashion pins and scarves like the one she's modeling here. Look at the scarf that she has on. See. Ebony learned how to set up a business, order merchandise, and keep records in a special course at her high school. Ebony sells her brightly colored fashions at school and in friends' home. Anaya Jacobs has her own business too, where she sells like makeup purses and pens and things like that. And Kendall Bell also does some selling. I remember also Leela Hayes and some of her friends were designing some different things at school and they were selling them. So those were really great things that those young ladies were doing. So during her first 4 months in business, Ebony earned nearly $1,000. I love being in charge, being my own boss, and dealing with people, says Ebony. Now she's added a new business, baking fancy cakes and catering parties. What's her most challenging catering task? Not breaking the cakes. Ebony plans to use her earnings for college. To succeed in business, she advises, requires honesty, a good personality, and hard work. I wonder why. You need to be honest, tell the truth about things, have a good personality, meaning that you get along really well with people, people like you, and most importantly, you like people, and hard work, not giving up, making sure that you persevere. Next person, greetings. His name is Mark Wright. Here's Mark. Okay, Mark. Mark 10. When Mark lays his cards on the table, he has quite a few. Mark owns his own greeting card company called Kitty Cards. He started the company 4 years ago when he was just 6. I wanted to make extra money, says Mark of Windsor, Ontario in Canada. One day I drew a picture. My mom suggested I put it on a greeting card. Mark did, and his company was launched. Who do you know that can draw pictures so well in our class? They are able to make those pictures come alive. Wow, I wonder who that is. They are going to be a great artist and illustrator because God has gifted them to do that. I pray that you will follow that lead, that talent, and you will exercise it that God has given to you. You know who I'm talking about? Yeah, we all know who I'm talking about. At first, Mark made and sold his own cards, going door to door. The cards really caught on, and people wanted more. So I hired friends to help, he says. About 20 young artists, ages 5 to 13, now work for Mark. He pays them 25 cents a card and sells the cards for about $1. How much money is he making? If he sells the cards for 25 cents, he sells the cards for $1 and he pays them 25 cents a card. So how much is he making off the top? Ooh. He donates 10% of his profits to a children's charity. Mark's business has earned up to $3,000 a year and now includes mail orders worldwide. The best part of the business, being able to do things like take my mom on a vacation to Walt Disney World, says Mark. Remember last week I was telling you to think about some creative things that you could do to earn money, to do something special for your mom. Mother's Day is the 10th, coming up Sunday. So that's about Mark. Next person is Abby Fleck, who's 12. Here's Abby. What is that down there that Abby is working on? Let me read about it and see. Okay, Abby Fleck, 12. Abby Fleck of St. Paul, Minnesota, really knows how to bring home the bacon. Bacon? In fact, when she was 8, just like you are, so some of you turned 9, 3 times 3 is 9, she invented a gadget that does just that, called making bacon. Her invention is a plastic dish with T-shaped bars. You hang bacon over the bars to cook in the microwave oven. The fat drips off the bacon as it cooks. producing a crisper, healthier bacon with less mess. Abby's invention is now her family's business. How did Abby think of it? Well, she says, I was watching my dad cook bacon one morning. When he ran out of paper towels to drain the grease, I said, why not just hang it up while it's cooking? Abby and her dad designed and perfected making bacon. Now it's widely sold. I'm so proud I thought of it, says Abby. And it's neat to know my idea is now supporting my family. Good job, Abby. Good job. So, Abby, look at this bacon, making bacon. Hanging it up on a rack. So now, do you have any ideas, third grade, about what you can do? God has gifted you with a talent, something that you really love to do. And when you love to do something and you do it, God will provide. That's you using your gift. Kids did it in business, written by Judith E. Reiner. She writes for the National Geographic Society. Besides writing, she loves to draw, paint, travel, and camping. Most of her writing is about nature and foreign cultures. So think about it. Can you decide and think about designing a business, something that you really love to do? Maybe that's something that you can do this summer and think about what goods or services that you're going to sell, how much will you charge, and how you will split or share your profits. And profits are what you earn, correct? What kinds of things do you need in order to start? How much money will you have to spend to get your business started? Now, if God puts that thought in your mind, start thinking about what you could do. Who knows? One day, what could happen if you started your own business doing something that you really loved. I love you, third grade, and I'll talk to you soon.